So I'm going to continue creating farms over here. My monastery just got done, which is great. So I can produce 5 monks. We're going to build another one to do our research for us. And we're going to build a lumber camp off over here. Alright, so university is done. We'll do ballistics. It's a very important one for if you decide to play a defensive game. And they're going to go ahead and go down there. And we're going to upgrade those to light cavalry. And then we'll produce a few more villagers. What the heck? Where are they at? Alright, it's 150. I thought it was 200, yeah. So my ally is getting froggy, which leads me to believe that the enemy is probably building some units too. No, my ally doesn't seem to be doing anything. So, we're going to continue to work on our economy. Since they're done, I'm going to have them take lumber right away. So we're going to build a mining camp right down here. And these two are going to start this stone mine. And he's going to start on the lumber. Alright, so they have a few units. It's alright, they have a castle too. That's what I was wondering about. That light cavalry is probably gonna die. Most likely. Oh, wow. Survived, that's pretty good. So I know I'm gonna have to create siege equipment. So, and that's okay. So, because the Byzantines are a very research heavy civilization, a lot of their advantages stem from reduced resources. So I'm just looking for the relics now, so I can pick a few of them up. And I think I've only found those 3. No, I found 4. Alright, so yeah, that light cavalry died. So I'm gonna have to watch out for those petards because they hurt. They hurt against siege equipment. And this is another advantage of having a lot of town centers, is the fact that you can continue to make villagers while still produce, or while still researching something. So these 3 are gonna go down. I don't care if I lose this light cavalry, it's not a big deal to me. So as you can see, I'm going through these farms like crazy. Whew, lag. And we are actually running a bit low on gold, so I'm going to go ahead and find another vein of it to mine, which looks to be right here. I'm gonna find another couple idle villagers, and we're gonna build another town center in this area. She's gonna assist on this stuff. You know what, actually, she's going to build a castle down over here. So that's good. We're gonna do murder holes. Alright, here we go. So cavalry research and faith. No, I don't have enough for faith right now. Big one is 2-man saw. It's going to go quite a ways. The only thing the major downside to the Byzantines is the fact they do not get Blast Furnace, which, as you know, is a +2 to damage for melee units. But yeah, they're a little bit weaker. But for that, they get a very, very strong unit. So all my light cavalry around. So that was this guy. Oh man, it's hard to see.
Correctus. Ago.
So. Alright, there's another town center. Alright, that's 2 of my relics. That's great. 3 of the relics that I found. That's fantastic. I enjoy having these relics. So now Paladin Research, 1300 food, 750 gold. So I just have that. That's alright, I'm okay with being a little bit low right now. So. We're gonna go ahead and create 20 villagers right now. Alright, this guy's done. So once we get the food and the gold, we're gonna go ahead and go to Elite Cataphracts. So these ones are actually gonna go straight into the gold business. Which a good vein to grab would be over here. It's not too close to the enemy, but it's far enough that if something happens, I have villagers off in the distance. And also my last relic was picked up. Alright, so I'm gonna save that gold for my Cataphracts. And my wood production is fine, so we're gonna go ahead and continue creating farms. Paladin's just about done now, which is fantastic. We're gonna create more farms over here. So this should help a lot in the food situation. These 4 are gonna find another gold mine. It's gonna be this one over here. So I should now have enough, yes, for Elite Cataphracts. What? 1300 food? 1600 food, wow. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and do Logistica then, which is also a very, very good one. Because when they run over something or they run through an enemy, the enemy takes damage, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna try to go for this last relic over here, and we'll see how it turns out. It probably won't turn out well at all, so we'll send him over there first. And then these ones are gonna go for some stone, so we can continue the stone mining business. These ones are actually gonna go for the other stone mine. So, population limit, that's exciting. I didn't even think about that. The favorite faction of mine is probably the Goths. I love playing with them because they're very aggressive, very aggressive faction, and you can, yeah, there's so many playstyles you can do with them. So as you can see now, my logistic is done, so I can do my elite cataphracts, which are, I love cataphracts. So my hussars are also going to be able to be researched. I'm not going to go for the hussars yet. I'm instead going to go for the cap ram with the siege ram afterwards, and then I'm going to have the chemistry. It'll help in my defense. It's not going to help any of my attacks, but it'll help me defend a little bit. So as you can see, I'm not researching any of these. There's no need because I'm not going to be using them. But 750 food, 1,000 gold. So as soon as that happens, I'm going to go ahead and research faith. And all that faith does is it takes longer for enemies to convert me, which is great. Alright, so my allies trading with me. 200 food, 200 gold for that. That's okay. Alright. So we're probably about ready to start blasting out units here. But we're gonna do one more little spurt of villagers. And they're gonna go into straight lumber production. The reason they use lumber is later on in the game, because you have such a huge amount of it, I can use it as trading if I need gold for anything, which this is just, it's a fairly simple map, so I shouldn't need any gold. So my monk is almost here. All I'm doing is circumventing the castle over here, because I didn't want to expose him to being shot, because that would not help me out at all. So these guys are going to go ahead and chop some more trees for me. And we're going to go ahead and make another lumber camp a little bit farther north this time, so they don't have too far to walk every time. Alright, we're coming up on this relic, which is great. Hopefully he hasn't captured it. So I have 4 of the relics. We're gonna do Sanctity. Sanctity. I don't know how to pronounce that. Alright, the relic is not captured, but it doesn't mean I'm completely out of the woods yet. So, alright. We're gonna go ahead and go back up this way. So we're going to set a waypoint there, a waypoint there, a waypoint there, and then we're going to go that way. So these guys are all going to go toward this. And then one more castle down here. And we're going to start building Cataphracts soon. So as you can see, my castle is going to have 7720 health, which is a lot more than anything else. The most you can normally get with architecture and masonry is 7028. And being in this kind of a position really helps, because that means those castles are not going to go down anytime soon. So as soon as that is done, we're going to be in a really good position. Alright, these guys need to die. And this guy can go ahead and help down here. Just looking for anybody that's having a bit of trouble finding work. Send him down here. Alright. So conscription is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and build a bunch of cataphracts. Hoardings is done.